Hi, everybody. I am Chuck Pineau, and I am not your regular voice for Indie Advocates News. Nope. Today, our good man, Rob Anderson, is out, and he is, you know the guy. He is busy, busy, busy. So he asked, he said, Chuck, do you think you can take care of this? And I thought, nope, but I'm going to try it anyways. So, guys, without any further ado, let's get into this. This is Indie Advocates News. So let's get started here. First, get your copy of Night Today. Guido Martinez shared Night from. So this is Evolutions Publishing, which I believe Marcel Dupree is involved in, and all this. I haven't seen this yet. We're gonna go through a bunch of this stuff first, and then we're gonna look at stuff as it comes up. So actually, I don't know a lot of this, so let's check this out. I believe this is actually a Kickstarter that they're getting us to take a look at. I don't need all of that. Oh, wow. All right, so this is also where we find out that Chuck needs some better spamware. So, okay. Oh, my gosh, that's a beautiful page. Guys, good work. Seriously. Yeah, okay. So there we are. That's half of a double-page spread that kicked off night number 1. Check out the start of this epic in PDF and print. Number 2 will be available once all the Kickstarter awards have been received. Okay, cool. So there we are. That's night number 1. That's looking pretty cool stuff. Let's keep going. Be a hero to family in need of kindness. Memorial box for Braxton Dollar. We might end up looking at almost everything today because I know so little about this. So, please help this family during this hard time that no family should ever have to endure. Oh my gosh, you need to stop this. Wow. All right. Oh my gosh, my spamware sucks. No parent should see their child pass away before their very eyes. Cancer knows no discrimination. It knows no age limits. Take time, love the ones you have in your life, help this family if you can. Every bit counts, and if not financially, then please share this with those around you and within your circles, so that perhaps they can help. Love and prayers to the family and friends that knew young Braxton. My love and prayers to all involved. Jesse Hansen. In honor of Branson, his life he shared with each of you in his courageous battle with DIPG, please consider donating to this memorial fund. This fund will help pay for the end-of-life cost, his memorial, medical bills, and help our family with time to somewhat heal our shattered hearts. Honestly, as a father, this hits me right in the chest. So it hits me where I live. You know what I mean? So please check into this. I'd like to find out more about this as well. What this family, I mean, obviously not what they're going through, but you know what this has to do with indie advocates and everything. I mean, obviously, I assume probably one of the family members is a comic creator and as well and whatnot. So definitely support our own. It reminds us that all of us, even though we create comics, we do all this great stuff, we're still normal people and we go through all this normal stuff. And it sucks that this is normal. But please take a look at this. Look into this family. That's huge. Wow. Missing Pieces now on Webtoons. That looks pretty cool. All right, Christopher Dimitriou. Our new comic is here. Follow the link to read episode 1. So there you go. Missing Pieces live from I guess that's Southwest Florida Space Con, Fort Myers, Florida. You know that your boy Rob Anderson was there. He was checking that stuff out. So that's probably just a showdown of what they all did and everything. Shawnee Shoe Hands. Okay, let's look at this real quick. What is this? Shawnee Shoe Hands. I don't care about you. Okay, Shawnee Shoe Hands. Ready, set, go. Proud to reveal what I was working on last year with writer Sean Grasso. Shawnee Shoe Hands is a dark look into family life with a profoundly autistic child whose potential may be greater than anyone could imagine. All proceeds go to charities that help children with developmental disabilities, so please purchase your Kindle edition today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's... What a beautiful idea. Really. Take a look at that. Check that out. I mean, I don't even know what to go into further. They kind of said it there. I love that so many of these people are taking causes that are so important. Like we had just up here a second ago, we had autism awareness. It was are you I don't are you for you or so I'm so wrong there, but I've seen her I believe it's Melissa, her work and whatnot, and the autism droid, the autistic Jedi, and yeah, just taking these important causes and making them showing them in the medium that we love the most is just beautiful. So hats off to all of you. I mean, just beautiful work. Celebrate Fatherhood by Like Father, Like Daughter. This is by Catherine Calamia. And I've seen her around, definitely. She works, I believe this is through Short Fuse Media. Definitely something really interesting to check out. Art of the Day. Don't blink or you'll miss Lou Andy's art. I've seen Lou Andy's stuff up before. Always beautiful, very colorful, very dynamic. So definitely something nice worth looking out. The reviews are in on the new Geek Girl. All right, so yeah, I've heard a little bit about this. Ruby Kay was the original Geek Girl. She got into a massive beatdown fight, and she did not make it out terrific. I don't believe she died. I just know that things went really badly for her. So now they have a new Geek Girl in town, and she's kicking ass and taking names. So check this out. Check out the reviews. Hopefully that, especially reviews are so huge for all of us. So much of us, we work so hard to show our stuff off. And so to have a reviewer check out your stuff and look into it and really want to tell people what they think of your stuff, check reviews out. I know that we do a lot of them here on Indie Advocates. Even I do them myself. Chuck's Raw Reviews. If you get a chance, look at them, tell us what you think, and please, the most important thing, if you liked a review, check out the book. So important, my friends. All right, let's move on. Art of the Day featuring Jason Schultz. Why so serious? That's, of course, the Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, and that's pretty badass, actually. That looks really good. I'd love to see that colored and inked and everything, yeah. WSN special. It's time to give the new Wizard World a second look. This press release started a huge issue with indie creators. Let's look into this real quick. Of course, something's going to pop up because we all know my pop-ups suck. Oh, but I got on it quick. Look at me. I'm learning. I'm a big kid now. You know what? Why don't we watch this video real quick? Before you play the video, I want to step up and say this. Victor Dandridge Jr., who is the hardest working man in comics, Dirk Manning is a close second, was tapped to be... Hi, I'm Victor, and I'm the Artist Alley Coordinator for Wizard World Comic Con. How can I help you? I don't even know what's going on here. All right, you know what? Let's check this video out.
For Valentine's Day. I called it a special report because we're not going to go the normal format that we normally go to. I'm on the road coming home from an awesome day at the Gotham City Pizza. Very, very cool day, very exciting, had a great time, really enjoyed everything about the event today. I got to hang out with Richard Rivera, who's of course the creator of Stabby Bunny.
All right, so this is just a review of the new Wizard World and all this kind of stuff. So we are going to move on, but definitely something worth checking out. Anytime Rob puts some stuff up, it's definitely worth looking because he's always trying to tell you about the new things that are going on. That looks like a big press release that went on with a bunch of different indie creators and whatnot, so definitely worth checking out. We've got some awesome cosplay from Awesome Con, and that is a gender-bent Rick with Mr. Meeseeks, which I love that. You know what, honestly, let me step up. I hate when people are like, oh, you can't cosplay this person because you're too heavy, or because they're heavy and you're too thin, or they're black and you're white. Honestly, screw that. The whole point of this stuff is to do what we love. And so, really, guys, terrific job. Keep it up. I don't have the balls. I cosplayed once, and I hated it. And I hated it because it's who I am. I don't I don't feel comfortable not being me. I'm so comfortable as Chuck that cosplaying scares the crap out of me. And I get in my own anxiety. But when people can do this and have fun with stuff like this, good for you. I love it. Keep it up. Seriously. The supremely talented Satine Zilla has gotten the recognition she earned a long time ago. If you guys don't know, Satine Zilla is the original artist for the first Fetish Babies. And if you've seen that book, oh my gosh, her work is brilliant. Honestly, the art on all of those books is beautiful. Rob really knows how to pick his artists. Good for him. He really does. But what you've got here is someone who has worked really hard, and she's won recognition for her amazing work. So good for her. This thing of ours, a Dirk Manning press release. As always, Dirk Manning not showing off the bottom of his head. That's his trademark, and I love that. It's just something so simple. It could be such a trademark. I remember someone once saying, "Hey, you look kind of like Dirk Manning," and then I believe he put his hand over the bottom of his mouth, and they're like, "Oh crap, you're Dirk Manning, all right." So that's just so cool. Good for him. Lake Effect Comic Con. Check this out for more on our boy, Dirk Manning. Throwback Thread, the creative process cheat sheet. Definitely something to look. Now in the indie comic previews, Bless the Children. I love this book. I love the man who created it, Joseph Dewis, and his artist, Greg Warrenchek, who I've worked with both of these guys. Fantastic dudes. And I really love this book because this book is literally like nothing you've written before. This book was made, it's about Northern California, January 1847. And they literally went in and learned what comics looked like in those days, and they did it. So it wasn't comics, it's etchings. And so, wow, you see the numbers in there, just the way they do absolutely everything is spot on. Or what I would imagine is spot on how it would have looked back in those days. So just beautiful work. Definitely worth checking out, guys. Totally doing it. About Indie Advocates, we do interviews, art of the day, a home for creators. We are a free site. We do live videos. See what he said here? Yeah, that's going on right now. And talk shows. We promote indie comics of all sorts. We do reviews. We do everything we can really to show off exactly what all of you guys are doing. And as fans yourselves, hopefully, what you guys should be checking out. Speaking of, Hot Lunch, the all-ages manga-style graphic novel, a beautifully illustrated, dramatic high story for all ages. Hot Lunch is the latest adventure by manga creators Miyamada, and I'm sure a couple other people. It just stops right there. But Hot Lunch looks really good. If you're into manga, definitely something worth checking out. And we've got Binary Star Volume 1, The Big Cosmic Joke, for the first time, a 120-page trade paperback graphic novel collecting volumes 1 through 5 of the sci-fi webcomic series Binary Star. Diversity in Comics takes a giant leap forward with a brand new autistic superhero written by an autistic creator. That's really cool. I've seen some... we were already talking about autistic stuff earlier, and autistic... it was the Shawnee Shoe. Shoe Hand Sean. Oh, I'm so good at this. I should be here every week. And so to see more of this is awesome. I know that I've seen, there was I believe it was the Smeets father-son team, and they did Weirdsdale. And I believe the son is schizophrenic. And so he did, his father wrote a book and helped him kind of channel everything. And so I love when people do stuff like this. So amazing. Good stuff. So glad to see this stuff happening. Throwback Thread, the 7 Deadly Questions versus top 16 of 16, number 14, Howie Knoll, creator of Terranormal. So go back to way back when, which for us is probably about 2 or 3 years, and check out Howie Knoll and Terry Normal. All We Ever Wanted, Stories of a Better World, a full-color comics anthology with a positive vision of the future featuring top-level talent. So that's a cool idea. I really like that a lot, especially since we so often see these post-apocalyptic depictions of the world, and it's very rarely better than what we've got now. So seeing this, very nice. This is us wanting to vote for Satine Zilla, but honestly, why vote? Because she won. She's a winner. Great job, hon. Lilith's Cradle's free bottle giveaway, details within. All right, honestly, I want the freaking bottle. That looks cool. So yeah, definitely come check this out. Click just let's look, and we're gonna get rid of this one right away. Because why? Because we learned stuff. Oh, it didn't show up. Good for us. It must knew that. Okay, that looks really badass, guys. Doing a bottle giveaway here, guys. For everyone who shares this post, you will be placed in a drawing to receive this awesome Lilith's Cradle demonic logo 18-ounce coffee bottle. All you have to do is share this post, comment below. That's it. So cool. Yeah, man. All right, so there you go, guys. And hopefully you can check it out and find out exactly what Lilith's Cradle is. So there we are. Wait, go up. Good job. Wayne's Comics Podcast, number 320, Caleb Thusat. Caleb Thusat is the man behind Alter Life. He's also done Zed, and I believe another one he did is Nook. So I've only read all of the Alter Lives, except for 5, which I did pledge to. They're just not out yet. They're just finishing all of it. Very excited to see it. Check it out. So definitely, the guy's written a seriously amazing book. So it's totally worth checking out and seeing what happens. Congrats to the creative team behind Reign of Cthulhu for the successful launch off of Kickstarter. That's fantastic. Always happy to hear of other creators getting off of Kickstarter and being able to make their dreams reality. I'm hoping to do the same thing soon, but let's not talk about me because that's not what this is about. Meet the creator, Dale Lazarov. Yep, that's okay. I said that right. He's also known as the father of American Bara Comics, as the writer, art director, and licensor of sticky graphic novels. So something cool worth checking out. We've got awesome cosplay from Awesome Con. We have Hot Girl right here. Kickstarter Talk issue 24. We are going to cross over to get any from... Well, basically, this is the Kickstarter Talk going into all the different awesome Kickstarters that are going on right now. Help Shane and Ruben Romero, a fellow creator, after tragedy literally struck their home. Let's look into this. And, oh, Lord, that sucks. I don't have internet. That's not good for anybody. Yeah, that totally sucks. It says I'm connected. Oh, good for me. Okay, I am. Yay! That finished quickly. All right, let's look at this, and hopefully there's some way that we can help. So, last night, June 13th, lightning struck Shayna and Ruben's apartment. It caught on fire and they lost everything they own. Luckily, no one was injured, but they still suffered great loss. They are expecting their first baby at the end of the year. On top of it all, along with the stress of bringing a little one into this world, they now have to rebuild their home and life from scratch. Please help these two wonderful people rebuild before little Bean enters this world. Click here to support one of our own. Honest, oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, I mean, I shouldn't even have to say, this is just tragic as hell. And I'm going to check this out myself. Please, all of you. This is the first time hearing of this. Bad creator. But please look into that. Definitely would like to see good things come to good people. So, yeah, look into that. See all the exits off the Comic-Con highway for Father's Day. Hopefully that went well for everybody. I know I saw a bunch of people going on, so... Art of the Day featuring Raheel Mohsin makes a poster and maybe a cover. This is for, I believe it's Cat Dad and Supermom, who were originally seen in the Jax D. Anderson book, which I helped to edit. Yes, I'm a very lucky dude. And I'm excited to see this. It's got a very, Timmy Turner, Fairly Odd Parents sort of look to it. So I like it a lot. It looks cute as heck. So yeah, definitely check that out. Comic-Con Highway exiting with indie advocating in Florida. Mr. Anderson and indie advocates got to advocate at home in Fort Myers and Southwest Florida. Yeah, so we were talking about that earlier. Good stuff. Glad to hear. Epic Misadventures of Deathbag, Holier Than Thou edition. Collection, 4 issues of the comic along with some special goodies. I'm always down for special goodies. Let's check this out. Project Access is a serialized sci-fi action book about a young man's journey to recover the identity that he's lost. Actually, that's a really kind of cool idea. I would like to learn more about that. So if you also want to, click. It's that easy. Lycan number 2, this Kickstarter is for the second issue of my Lycan comic book. Check it out for the exciting continuation from Lycan 1. And of course, anyone, if you don't know what the word Lycan means, it's basically werewolf. So if you love werewolves, universal monster kind of stuff, and just badassery, check that out. Into the Darkness number 1. When dark secrets from the past invade your present, how far would you go to bury those demons forever? These are my boys, Mark Zuptik and Sean Barber. They're on Kickstarter right now. That's what this is for. They actually just funded, which means, and they're now aiming, I think they actually hit their first stretch goal, and they're moving on to the next one. So guys, check that out, because the more that you pledge to it, well, the more likely the rest of us get free stuff. We'd really appreciate that a lot. So anyway, you can help. No, but honestly, I've read this book extensively. I've worked with these guys. Just kind of, Sean Barber is actually working on several projects with me, the inker for this book. And so I've been able to see this book all the way since before anyone else was looking at it. And so I can tell you in all honesty, this is going to be badass. And a new Geek Girl Shall Rise. We did talk about this earlier. It looks like they're going to be launching that bad boy possibly on Kickstarter as well. Definitely worth checking out. We don't want to see any of that bullcrap. Goodbye. Thank you. Congrats to the creative team behind Ruby and the Warriors of Dion, whatever. Number 1 for the successful launch off of Kickstarter. Good. Again, so glad to see more people making it off of Kickstarter and kicking butt. Available in indie previews, monkeys fighting robots. I mean, do you need to know anything else? A monkey beating on a robot. Let's check that out. Available in indie previews, Boston Metaphysical Society, the complete series. I actually just got the second in this series about Granville and Tesla. I've read just a little bit of it, but I'm very excited to see everything that comes before it and everything that happens. So definitely, this is Madeline Holly Rosing, and beautiful. Like, just, she does amazing work. Her art team is fantastic, so totally something worth checking out. Let's go to page 2. See how many things can jump up. Yep, How to Be Simplified. You're gone. All right. We have awesome cosplay from AwesomeCon. We have a sweet little Hell Girl going on there. Congrats to the creative team behind Cthulhu Kids for the successful launch off of Kickstarter. Yes, so glad that keeps happening. I want to see as many of these as possible. As many successful launches off of that we can possibly see. Good job, everybody. That's fantastic. Back and before they blast off, this is Kickstarter Last Rites. Always worth checking out the Kickstarter stuff. It's important to just definitely go out there, look, and see what you like. I mean, support any way you possibly can. These people are working on their dreams, and that doesn't mean you absolutely must. But if you see something that you like, show it off. Tell people about it. Kick some bucks in there. Help any way you can. Kickstarter Talk issue 24. I believe we might have already spoken about this one. It might have jumped up a couple times. Little Heroes Comics Charity Anthology number 2. We are back with our second charity anthology. This time around the theme of family. Help us get printed and get 13 stories in return. And I believe I was just watching last week's episode, last week's news, because I didn't want to screw this one up. Way to go, Chuck. You already did that. I believe actually Rob has his Cat Dad and Supermom story in here, or is going to be. So that's super awesome. Art of the Day featuring Stephanie. That's a beautiful spelling, but I don't know how to say that. Cipriani. I think I know how to do that. I'm just Italian enough to get that out. And oh my gosh, I mean that's beautiful. I believe that's John Hamm from Mad Men, if I'm correct, and that's some beautiful work. See all the exits off the Comic-Con. We looked at this as well. Congrats to the creative team behind Ducky for the successful launch off of Kickstarter. Yay! Can't get enough of that. A new horror sci-fi story just posted on Cosmic Casey's Patreon. I've been watching her. She does a lot of great work with Source Point Press. So very excited to see what she's got planned for us this time. Everybody, check out her Patreon for more. Check out this week's Indie Comic Book Spotlight for Penumbra #1. We have a Q&A about Faith Anthology. I did hear a little bit about this Faith Anthology, and I believe also, again, our boy Rob Anderson is doing something. I got to have a little sneak peek. It's nice being his editor, because he does so much stuff, and every once in a while he's just like, hey, Chuck, do you mind checking this out? Yes, I do. Or, I mean, no, I don't at all. Let me see. And so I get to see some stuff, and I'm very excited for this. I did see this, and I liked it. It was cool. Mike Pigford shared some art. That looks badass and trippy as heck, so very cool. Fandom win. Lucifer was picked up by Netflix. Have not watched the show, but I've only heard good things about it, so glad to see that it's out there. Go to Hell. Hurtful. But I do know about this comic. Let's look into here so we can actually see exactly what the heck it is. Easy photo edit. No, thank you. I'm good. We'll go back. That sucked. Okay, anyways, this is another book by, I believe, either SFC or Evolution Publishing. So also totally worth checking out. Comic-Con Highways Southern Exit. Heroes Convention live video from John Ulloa. Mr. Anderson was live from Fort Myers. So we heard about that already too. Southwest Florida Comic-Con setup. Congrats to the creative team behind Crossing #2 and 3 for the successful launch off of Kickstarter. Fantastic. I'm loving hearing about this. I've said that a bunch already. But seriously, so happy and proud for everybody. Become an advocate for creators. Be an Indie Advocates reporter like me. Maybe one day you'll be big enough, and you can screw up the news just as well as I did. Good for all of us. The Reign of Cthulhu augmented reality game Reign of Cthulhu combines t-shirts, mobile devices, and augmented reality into one fun-filled, immersive Lovecraft gaming experience. I mean, that's just cool as crap. And if you're into cosmic horror, definitely something worth checking out. Ruby and the Warriors of Dion #1, an epic fantasy tale about a young mage on a quest for vengeance. And we already found out earlier they hopped off of Kickstarter, so just really cool to see that happening. War continues exclusively on Tapas. There we are. Mr. Tatters, graphic novel. A horror adventure by Lonnie Webb, who I've seen Lonnie Webb around a lot. Really cool dude. Check out his stuff for sure, guys. Very interesting. Comic-Con Highway exiting with Indie Advocating in Florida. That's the Southwest Florida Comic-Con. Throwback thread, the Deadly 7 questions. Stefani Menard. Check that out for more info. We have more on Satine Zilla. Dirk Manning's Right or Wrong, the book that will change how you view what it takes to be a comic book creator. I have not read this, but I've only heard good things. I'm afraid if I read it, I'll find out that absolutely everything I did is wrong and stupid. So I'm like, do I want to read it? Do I want to learn how much I suck? But no, seriously, I do want to read it. I do want to learn how much I suck and get better at it. So we can check that out. We have more of the free bottles. I think we're almost at the end of it. The Facebook group to upload your information to get it on our site here. So there you go. If you want some of your information shared on the news and you want me to bumblingly discuss it, here you go, folks. more of this. And you know what? We can talk about it twice because this is important. Someone has had a tragedy when lightning struck their home. Please help any way you possibly can. Even if it's just by sharing and talking about it, it gets their story out there. Maybe makes it viral and helps them out. So, incredibly important. Awesome cosplay from Awesome Con. That's Spider-Gwen. I mean, just kick ass. It's freaking Spider-Gwen. Come on, guys. Art of the Day featuring Eric Brandt. Definitely something worth looking at. Even just the small images I see there look really cool. Now in the indie comic previews, The Order of Dracula again. Joseph Dewis doing what he does best. Horror and history put together. That's what that dude really knocks out of the park. So please check that out. Badass stuff. Good stuff, Joseph. The Fist, issue number 2, set in the 1900s Philadelphia. The Fist is the tale of Riley Reese, a working-class stiff with an affection for vigilante justice. I mean, don't we all have a little bit of an affection for vigilante justice? And then that's the last indie news. So, good. We know that I'm doing something right. Good for me. Aw. So let's check out. I was told when we do the news, we do one other thing, and that is This Week in Indie. And good, I still don't have the internet, so that's fantastic. Is it connecting? Come on, you can do it. Oh, no? Okay. All right. So then I think I'm going to pretty much make that the end of my stuff. Okay, let's try one more time. Let's see. If the internet allows, I will do This Week in Indie, all right? So let's click on that bad boy. We'll be ready for our spam pop-ups because, again, honestly, I barely use this computer. I mostly work off of my laptop, but it was so important for you guys to be able to see what was going on, and you would not be able to see it on my laptop. Yeah, no. So that's not going to work. So thank you so much. I'm going to delete all of this stuff. Not important at all. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and that's my own series, Welcome to the Void. Not important, fans. Thank you so much for sticking around. We hope to see you real soon. And remember, advocate for your fellow indies and take care of yourselves. Much love, everybody. Peace, love, and comics.